do it to Jeremiah Jackson. And it looked like a sweeper out of the hand. He wants it on the outer half or off the plate, and on contact, he went out and got it. It's right down the middle, just above the knees. Squared it up, even though he was out in front of it. And you know what? Even though that's 6-8 rows up, I tell you what, Ramon Laureano, kudos to you, my friend. I love it when an outfielder, sure, there's no chance for him, but I love the effort. That means if something's just 1 row or 2 rows, you know that guy's going to climb the wall and try to get it. Give me that guy in the outfield each and every night.
1 out, 1 on. Gunnar Henderson will take a strike, and he's down 0-2. Jeremiah Jackson explaining how he did it. Puts the O's on top 1-0 with that home run.
Hey, 0-2 hits hurt. 0-2 home runs, even worse.
Now 4 career home runs. 3 have been on the first pitch, and that one, as you mentioned, on an 0-2 pitch from Yu Darvish. Here's another 0-2 pitch. And a foul ball back to the screen. Home runs have been a problem. You look at the opponent average of just 179 in 5 starts in August. The whip under 1, with ERA nearly 5 and 6 home runs allowed. Now 7. And he hits him. 0-2, and he hit him.
Wild in the zone and wild out of the zone for Yu Darvish early on. That's a sinker, and he just yanks it right off the knee.
So Henderson at first with 1 out, a run in, and brings up Ryan Mountcastle. He is the DH tonight in game 2. 264, 5 homers, 29 runs batted in. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Did not play in yesterday's game. His last action was on Sunday, going 2 for 4 against the Giants.
Always like this kid. And you know what, for a young team for the Orioles, this guy is one of the top guys as far as Major League service. 4+ years, right? 4+ years. One of the most as far as times of service on the Baltimore club. I mean, there's a handful of guys in this lineup that are just days, not even years in the big leagues yet.
No, they were very much sellers at the trade deadline. So much so the Padres got 2. And Laureano, of course, and O'Hearn coming over from the O's. 0-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. When Padres pitchers K9U wins, score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. As asked to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. 1 out, a run in, 1 on. And 0-2 again, but first to throw over to first, a disengagement, and back safely is Henderson.
He looked like he was leaning a little bit. I don't know whether just going to a secondary lead, but definitely momentum going towards second base a little bit. Orioles 8th in the AL, 16th in the stolen base category this season.
Ball and 2 strikes to Mountcastle. Darvish struck out Holiday to begin the inning. A home run for Jackson. Hits Henderson ahead 0-2. Now 1-2. And that strike 3 gets him looking. Got call. Thank you. Second strikeout for Yu Darvish.
Oh, the pitch before that was 95 at the knees, and that lit up, right? It was a nasty pitch. This one, good sinker, down. He gets the call this time. Stay down there. You might get more calls.
So 2 down. Henderson at first for Colton Cowser. Recipient of strike 1. He's had 2 strikeouts a game lately. 22 Ks in his last 11 games. 210 overall. 12 homers, 30 runs batted in for Cowser. Runner goes, and he gets hit, I believe. Yeah, got him. Second hit batter of this inning for Yu Darvish here in the first inning.
Well, he yanked a sinker and hit Henderson. Wow, this one's skipping a little rope right there. Looked like he yanked a changeup, gets him in the ankle, the right ankle.
So trying to work his way around two hit batsmen here after the home run. With 2 outs, it brings up Samuel Basallo, the catcher. 217, 1 home run in his major league career, 8 runs batted in. Just hit it on Saturday in San Francisco as part of this West Coast road trip for the Baltimore Orioles. Signed him to an 8-year extension very early in his major league career.
That's nice. We're seeing more and more of that throughout Major League Baseball. Great for both parties. Sure, you give up a few years of arbitration, but hey, first-year player.
We saw Jackson Merrill, of course, with the Padres.
Great, yeah. And still, you know what the beauty of that is, Don? The beauty is when you get a young player like Jackson, you sign that deal. At the end of that deal, you're still young enough to where maybe 29 or 30 to where you're still a free agent to where you can get another good contract.
Exactly.
Bigger contract.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it is a win-win for both parties.
Because let's think, you're a young player, right? You make it to the big leagues and you press a little bit, right? I'm not saying that's everybody. It's subjective. But when you have that now, that security and the club's telling you, you are our guy. We want you each and every day. It takes a lot of pressure off.
Darvish had just 3 hit batters on the season coming into this outing. He's got 2 in the first inning. Falls behind 3-0 to Basallo. Waiting on deck behind him, Rivera. Run already in here for the O's, and trying to minimize the damage here is Darvish gets the strike over.
Yeah,
cutter.
Not telling anybody anything new, but Yu Darvish has been around the block. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to make an adjustment because the pitch count is getting up there.
Should be 26. Heavy load in the first. Strike 2. We're talking about needing length tonight.
Yep. And we know Yu Darvish with his menu of pitches, right? He might find that one pitch and it clicks. And he starts going to it as we take a look early on. Heavy on the sinker, 4-seamer and cutter. He's trying to get a feel for one of those pitches consistently.
That is ball 4, and he loses him to load the bases with the first free pass allowed here by Darvish on the walk. Here's a look at our wire cam presented by Defy. Bases filled with Orioles with 2 down here in the first, a run in. Manuel Rivera batting out of the 7th spot. We'll take a look at strike 1. Slider. 244, no homers, 5 runs batted in for Rivera. Was lunging after that slider. 0-2.
Looked like he kind of wrapped that one a little bit more, had a bigger break to it. And with that low arm angle that Yu uses, yeah, you'll see righties bail out on that one.
6 batters, not 1 ball has been touched by a fielder. 2 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, 1 walk, and 1 home run. Oh, 2 pitch. That strike 3 gets him looking. They leave him loaded. Orioles do get a run, take a 1-0 lead. Orioles get a run in the top of the first. Padres coming up in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the Padres lineup brought to you by UC San Diego Health. Fernando making his way playward with Arise batting second at first. Machado at third. Sheets the DH. Laureano in left. Merrill in center. Cronenworth at second. McCoy at shortstop. And Fermin doing the catching, batting out of the 9 spot for San Diego. Tyler Wells on the mound tonight for Baltimore.
And it's a big night for the right-hander. First start since back being off of surgery. Last time in a big league ball game, April 12th, 2024. Having elbow surgery, so the kid is back.
0-2 with a 5.87 ERA last year before the Tommy John surgery. Made 4 starts last year before the surgery. He returns here on September the 2nd of 2025. Swing and a miss, and is able to strike out Fernando. Gets him on a cutter.
Way out in front, up top, high arm slot. But you know what? That thing's got some tilt to it. Usually cutters go side to side. That one's got some good tilt to it for the swing and miss there.
508 days in between MLB starts. Lisa Rise bats here with 1 out. And jumps back out of the way of a pitch down and in. Rise at 285 to start the night. 6 homers, 50 runs batted in. The low strike has been there for the most part.
You got a call, right? Out of the zone. Keep an eye on that tonight. You know another reason, Don, why I like this kid, Wells? 6'8", 260. That's a horse right there. That's a keeper. And he wears that number on his back.
This one ripped, cleaned out, foul.
But take a look at the career. Tyler Wells. 4-seamer, cutter, changeup, curveball, slider, sweeper. Heavy on that 4-seamer. Mixing in the cutter, which we've seen already. But look at all those pitches there. Over the course of his career, yes, he is aggressive in the zone.
3-hit day yesterday for Luis Rise, going 3 for 4 with an RBI. Takes the 2-2 to deep right center field, but plenty of room for Jackson, who moves over and makes the catch for out number 2. Time for the Sequan Casino Resort Scouting Report.
Well, here he is. 4-seamer is his go-to pitch. We're just going over the percentages there. He could be a swing guy. Was in the bullpen, made the transition to the starting rotation. Well, after surgery, coming back as a starter. And he was a Rule 5 from the Twins back in 22. So getting a new life and a chance at the big leagues here with the Baltimore Orioles.
2 down for Manny Machado. Swing and a miss. Chases a fastball at 93. 284, 21 homers, and 79 runs batted in for Machado. 0 for 4 yesterday. Facing his former team and tried to hold up, could not. Another fastball, and it's 0-2.
If he has that biting cutter, I could see that Wells throw that towards the middle of the zone and get that tilt to expand with 2 strikes. Oh, that's a good pitch. That was that cutter too.
Got plenty of the plate. Called the ball 1-2. Popped up, foul ground as Basayo comes back, gives it a look, but it's back into the seats. Another chance here for Manny. Down on the count, 1-2. Well, struck out Tatis. Got a rise to fly out to right. 1-2 to Machado. Out ahead. Tried to hold up and did, according to first base umpire Miguel Jimenez.
Oh, let's take a look from the side right here. Does Manny catch a break? I think he did. Hey, make it hurt.
2-2 pitch is popped up foul again. That should reach the seats and will. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink. Eighth pitch coming to this at bat for Manny Machado.
We've seen four-seamers, we've seen changeups, we've seen cutters. Remember the scouting report, fastball is the go-to, but he's got a nice cutter tonight. And here's the sequence.
Pitch 8 coming up. Reaches out, just pokes it foul off to the right. Two to Machado.
Heads up.
Coming back hot to our left.
Thought it had a chance.
To our left off the windows. 10th coming. Foul back.
Hang tough.
6 fouls. Pitch 19 coming this first inning. Machado, it's a ground ball to third. To the backhand, Rivera. His throw low, but dug out on the other side by Mayo to retire Machado. Down in order go the Padres, trailing 1-0.
Love those Manny Machado basketball jerseys. Tonight's giveaway here at Petco Park. Orioles leading the Padres 1-0 in the top of the second on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Back to school time. The Padres and the Padres Foundation hosting their annual shopping spree for Monarch schools presented by Motorola. That happening today. Padre players, team executives paired with students where the kids shop for clothing at that Walmart in Kearney Mesa. Monarch School has been a long-time community partner, as many of you know, of the Padres. School serves as a place of hope and belonging to thousands of unhoused students, grades K through 12. Hope they had a great day, Don.
Absolutely. And we have been many times to the Monarch School. Really, truly an incredible place.
It's life-changing, and I'm sure, you know, it'd be worth your while to go and visit and contribute in some way, shape, or form. They do a great job there. Just a safe haven for these kids, which they deserve. No kid or anyone deserves to go through that, but it's great to have the Monarch School and what they do.
Absolutely. Special people.
Yep.
Dylan Beavers leading it off here in the Orioles' second inning. Fouls it off down by the shoe tops. Well, somehow Darvish gave up just the one run on the home run by Jackson. He hit 2 batters, walked about, but none of them scored.
That could have been much worse.
Much worse. It did take its toll, though, on his pitch count. This next pitch will be 34. First batter of the second inning.
Needs a quick inning right here. As Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach for the Padres, watches intently.
One-two pitch. Darts down low with the curveball. Beavers, Mayo, and Holiday. 8, 9, and 1 featured for the Orioles here in the second inning.
Tell you what, Darvish has shown the Orioles the whole menu early on. He's thrown 8 different types of pitches.
And uses this one to strike him out. The sinker. 4th strikeout for Darvish, first out of the second inning.
This is a lane changer right here from Darvish, and he sets him up perfectly. Watch him freeze him right there. Locks him up, movement over the inner third of the plate, and he's saying, no, I got to get in the right arm slot. I got to get that arm in the right arm slot. He's telling himself, don't work underneath it, stay on top.
Self-coaching.
Yeah, I love it.
There's Kobe Mayo slicing this foul down the right field line out of play. Mayo out of the 9 spot, checks in at 186. 6 homers, though, 20 runs batted in 62 games for the O's first baseman. That is a fair ball inside the bag at third, down to the left field corner as Mayo to second base. A little trouble for Laureano getting it out of there, but into second, rounding it is Mayo with a 1-out double right down the line at third. That was a first ball put in the field of play by the O's tonight, 9th hitter.
This ball is hit well. That was a slider that kind of backed up and was up just fair. Now the race is on. Doesn't hit the corner right there, but that's a for sure double. And ooh, luckily Ramon Laureano, that's a good way of getting hurt right there. He is fine, but that's a sure double.
It's a 1-out runner at second. Jackson Holiday, a strikeout victim in the first, went swinging. Season runners in scoring position 243. 4 homers, 36 runs batted in. .40 pitches for Darvish, inning and a third.
It's a lot. Remember, it's worth mentioning again, since he's been back, the most he's thrown in a game is 84. That was back at San Francisco against the Giants, where he went 6 innings, gave up only 1 run.
Strike 3. Changeup. 5th strikeout for Darvish. Second time Jackson Holiday is down by way of the K.
Really good movement. There's the grip. Just like the two-seamer, really good movement. Gets him looking, and no Holiday for Jackson right there. That's a punch out back to the dugout.
2 down here in the second inning with Mayo at second base. Grounded foul. 9 out of 11 first pitch strikes right now for Darvish. Time for the Callaway Kings of Distance. Jeremiah Jackson did this to Yu Darvish in the first inning. 372 feet on the home run. Exit velo 97.7. Launch angle at 31 degrees. It was on an 0-2 count. Third 0-2 home run allowed by Darvish of the 9 home runs that he has allowed. And this is carved foul to the screen. 0-2. Extended his hitting streak to Jackson with that home run to now 13 games. And here's a look at his hits of the 19 total hits in the 13 games.
Yeah, that's a nice streak right there. The average, a very nice slugging, using the whole field as well.
Longest active streak going in the majors right now. And a ground ball headed to shortstop. Mason
third on the ground ball out to short.
Inning and a half done. Baltimore on top 1-0. One to nothing. O's have the lead over the Padres. Manny Machado basketball jersey night here tonight at Petco Park. And it is time for the Kia player profile. Gavin Sheets coming up here. 17 games for Sheets. Born in Baltimore. 21 hits. 412 the batting average. OPS over 1200. 11 extra base hits along the way to go along with 8 RBIs. In the last 17. He is the DH tonight, batting in the cleanup spot, and he leads it off here in the home half of the second inning. So 20 pitches in that first inning for Wells. More than half of them were to one guy, Manny Machado. 11 pitch AB.
We talk about all the time how that really, it's a scouting report for the other guys on deck in the dugout. Victor Rodriguez, the hitting coach. I mean, they log everything, right? Manny can then pass along some information to his teammates.
There's a pop-up foul off to the left out of play. Tickets are on sale now for WWE Survivor Series at Petco Park. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind WWE event coming to San Diego on Saturday, November 29th. Secure your tickets at Padres.com/WWE. 1-2 swung on a miss by Sheets. Chased a changeup. Second strikeout for Tyler Wells. First out of the inning.
That's one of his better pitches as well. We told you that he likes to go into that four-seamer, but righty on lefty. We mentioned it last night. That's one of the better pitches in baseball. Boy, big kid coming at you out of the hand. Looks like a heater. And that depth down and away for the swing and miss.
One away in the second. Ramon Laureano getting the start in left field, batting fifth. And popping one up. Foul ground. Tough sky right now. Basayo can't see it. Down from first comes Mayo, and it'll fall harmlessly. Kind of twilight right now. And Basayo couldn't see it at all. He was the closest, the catcher, and Mayo couldn't get there.
Worst feeling for any position player. And then when Mayo realizes that he's got no chance on it, let's focus. We know that Basayo doesn't see it, right? Now watch Mayo. He's kind of tentatively coming in. He sees it. Flash look. Catcher's not going to get there. I'm going to give it a try. And it bounces foul and another chance for Ramon.
On the ground, through the left side of the left field, a base hit. So he makes good on that second opportunity. First base hit of the night for San Diego.
Boy, that stinks for the Orioles. Man, chance for a foul ball to be caught. New life for Laureano, and he gets the hanging breaking ball, the curve ball through the 5.5 hole.
One down, Laureano at first base for Jackson Merrill. His return to the Padres lineup. He got into the game pinch running yesterday. Coming off the IL, activated. And getting his first start back in center field. Here's a 1-0 to Jackson Merrill. Mike Malinsky has a plate tonight, calling the balls and strikes. Strike called, outside edge.
Ooh, that tells you a lot. Wells going 2-0 Cambio to Jackson. First of all, confidence in that pitch. Now it becomes a guessing game with hitters. You just can't sit on the fastball and hitters count.
Change up, 2-2.
Four-seamer, change up. Has he got that cutter in his back pockets at the down out of the zone?
Disengagement. First one. One out, one on, and a 2-2 pitch coming up here to Merrill. Swing and a miss, and Merrill strikes out on a cutter. There's the third strikeout for Tyler Wells, out number 2 of the second inning.
He just challenges him with this cutter right here. This is right down the middle, but a little bit of movement, and Jackson swinging right underneath it for the miss.
2 down in the second. Laureano at first for Jake Cronenworth. In at the lip of the grass at third is Rivera. In case he entertains any thoughts of bunting. He doesn't. Swings away. Hits one to left towards a corner. Beavers is over in that corner, and he can't catch it. And foul ground. A second ball that is not caught by the Orioles, giving the Padres yet another chance in this inning.
Looks like he overran that one.
Yep.
New life for Jake. Feels for the wall. Look at the ball lands to the left of his glove.
Behind him.
Yep, and remember, call 811 before you dig.
So another chance here for Jake. Laureano get another chance, and he got a base hit to left. One pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Heavy changeups lately.
Yeah.
Last couple hitters. And a ground ball left side. Henderson to the backhand. He'll go to second. Force out there. We'll end the inning. We're through 2 in San Diego. Baltimore on top 1-0.
Dodgers are in Pittsburgh tonight. 5-4 ball game. 2 on, bottom of the 6th. Jared Triolo would find a gap and hammer the Dodgers. Drive in a pair right there. Pittsburgh go on to win tonight. 9-7 is the final score. Clayton Kershaw started this ball game, went 5 innings, allowed 4 runs. So Padre fans, some good news. A chance to make a little hay while the sun shines here in San Diego. The Padres now 2 games back, Don.
All right, Mike. That's good news. Padres have to take care of business here, though, tonight. They trail right now 1-0.
Yeah, straight Bachman-Turner overdrive. Taking care of business right here and now.
It's kind of the way you got to approach it.
Yes, every game's
time of year. Just got to win.
How many games left, Don? I know.
What do we got here? This is 139 minus 162. 23.
So to me, I mentioned this before, but it's a 23-game playoff. Right?
Yes.
To win and they've got their sights on the division. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it's well within reach.
Yes.
No more head-to-heads, though.
Yeah. Scoreboard watching.
Off to the left out of play. And again, if you end up tied, you still lose because of the season series is the tiebreaker. Yeah. And the Dodgers took care of their end of it in the head-to-heads.
So if they tie it, it doesn't come down to like exit velocity or
no, that's different. That's the Vetter Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
That's exciting, but different.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch.
Last inning for you, Darvish, made some really good pitches. Try to avoid the deep counts as the pitch count starts to rise. Next pitch will be number 49 for the righty.
Popped up back a second. McCoy makes the catch for out number 1. And now a quick word from Saquon Casino.
It's more than just a business, but the place that has always supported me for when it's time to return to the mound. Saquon, I made it mine. Make it yours.
1 down here in the 3rd inning. As the O's have a 1-0 advantage. Ryan Mountcastle coming up now for Baltimore. Struck out looking in the 1st inning. 5 total strikeouts for you, Darvish, whose next pitch will be 50. That's through 2 1/3. Towards the end of the bat, fouled off to the right.
The surname Mountcastle, English and possibly Irish origin, meaning hill castle or castle on a hill.
Did you say possible?
Yeah.
So they don't really know.
Possibly Irish origin, but of English.
But it might not be.
It could be both.
How reliable is your source?
The name likely referred to someone who lived near a castle. Now, what if Ryan lives? Maybe he lives in a castle, and it's on a mountain. I think it's only fitting. I think it's a cool last name.
0-2 pitch.
It's better than Grant. How boring.
Had the day off yesterday. 7 hits in his last 15 at bats for Ryan Mountcastle, the DH.
You very disappointed in that last pitch there. Way off with the splitter.
Mountcastle, a strikeout victim in the 1st, went looking. Here's a 2-2. Takes it the other way. Fernando can't get there. Drops in front of him for a base hit on a sinking liner. Ryan Mountcastle now 8 for his last 16.
That's one of those in-betweeners for Fernando. Plus it's slicing off the right-handed bat, and there's the pitch. It's a sinker. Stays inside it, down by the label. We've seen Fernando make some spectacular plays out there, but rather than try and gets by him, that's extra bases. Holds him to a single.
1 down, Mountcastle at first. Colton Cowser now hit by a pitch in the 1st, and Tardy on the sinker.
They call him Cal.
It was funny. I could have sworn when I was down there writing down the lineup. This one is grounded up the middle and diving. Cronenworth can't get it. Going first to third is Mountcastle. And Baltimore now with runners at the corners with one down.
What a great effort by Jake right there. At least keep him, if you don't get it out, at least you keep it first and second. There's another look. You gets his grounder. And here's Jake. And he can't get it.
Anyway, I was getting the lineup down there and I heard somebody yell out Cowie.
Cowie?
Yeah.
I like that.
So I think it may be Cowie. I think you may be wrong.
I'm sure sometimes they go short and say Cal.
First and third, one out. Sayo getting his second look at Yu Darvish. The base on balls in the first. The only walk allowed so far by Darvish, who has hit 2 Orioles, both in the first inning.
Well, Basayo's got a big swing. We know that. Try to keep him on the ground right here and get 2.
Fly ball down the left field line. Laureano headed over, but that'll end up back in the seats. Yesterday, in game 1 of the series, Orioles went 3 for 11. Left 8 with runners in scoring position. Padres 3 for 8, leaving 7. A lot more traffic for the O's so far now. They've had 7 base runners reach. Padres just 1. 0-2 swung on a miss. Basayo strikes out. Curveball. And a good one as Darvish gets his 6th strikeout. It's out number 2.
This one has got some serious bite to it, some serious depth. Up on top, look at the spin right there. Oof. Nice pick also by Fermin right there to erase him. Nice pitch.
First and third, 2 down. Manuel Rivera struck out looking in the first and takes strike 1 outside edge. Curveball again. He's got a feel for it right now. 60 pitches for Yu Darvish through 2 2/3, and again the most he's thrown in any outing. That's his return off the IL is 84 pitches.
Oh, he needs that one. This is the best pitch in baseball, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The fastball down away at the knees, and Yu does not get the call.
This one fouled off down the right field line. Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of your San Diego Padres. First and third, 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
The jersey looks better on that guy than it does me.
1-2 pitch. Runner goes at first, and it is foul back to the screen. On the move was Cowser, or Cowie, at first base.
I like it. I might go down and ask him. I might just go down the clay. Hey, Cow. What's up, big boy? How you doing?
First and third, 2 down. Runners in scoring position. O's 0 for 4 tonight. 244 on the year. 22nd in Major League Baseball in that category. Runner goes again, and another foul ball. This one over by the O's house.
The 68-mile-an-hour curveball right there from Yu Darvish.
The Ephus?
Yep.
Pitch 6 coming up here to Rivera with Mountcastle at third, Cowser at first. Throw over and a disengagement. 46 strikes, 18 balls so far for Darvish. A lot of strikes tonight. It's 65 of his outing. Runner goes at first and another foul ball. They have tried several times.
Runners hate that.
It's exhausting.
The cow is exhausted. Causa. I want to boogie with you.
Castle at third, Causer at first, 2 down. 1-2 pitch, runner goes again, and this one fouled off again.
Causer's like, come on, dude.
Killing me. Eighth pitch coming up with this plate appearance. Runner goes again. A ball, no throw, and he steals second base. Surprised he was able to do that. It's like his 8th try.
Yeah, he's gassed.
Not too tired. In the scoring position with 2 down.
Just did the sprinkler. Leg kick. He is off. Way out of the zone. Hey, nice pick by Fermin right there. That's not easy. Saving a run. Also saving from Causer going to third base. That's away.
2-2 line to left, a base hit. See if they get 2 on this. Laureano's throw is cut off. Run will score, and they have got Rivera in a rundown. They'll apply the tag, but 2 runs get in, and the Orioles will take a 3-0 lead. 2.5 done. 3-0 O's.
Three 0 the Orioles lead the Padres in the bottom of the 3rd inning on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Tough news before the ball game tonight. Actually happened in last night's ball game. Jason Adam leaves with an injury, so he went home. We got this from his Instagram account to his wife and girls, who had prepared some cards for him. And Jason going to be out for the rest of the season. That surgery is scheduled for tomorrow. He was in pretty good spirits today, and he told me that a lot of that had to do with the support that he was getting, not only from his teammates and friends, but in particular, as you would imagine, his family. Such a moving experience. Remember, Jason had 4 elbow surgeries. He also had the ankle surgery in Chicago, so this is his 5th go around. He said, if nothing else, I'm kind of used to this process, but it's unfortunate he's going to miss his teammates, especially in such a vital part of the season, fellas.
You know what had happened is this one is down the right field line. Jackson on the run, lays it out, can't get it, foul ball. And Mason McCoy will have to come on back. That's strike one or strike two now. It's 0-2. But you know, when it happened, you could tell right away he knew it was bad. You know, I mean, that was the one thing, him motioning over to the dugout for the trainers to come out. He knew it was bad, and I just didn't think with what he did. First of all, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen some rupture like that. So that was the first for me.
He went down like a ton of bricks, and when he hit, because as soon as I saw the ball chopped, I saw him go down, and he did not move. I didn't know what it was, but it just goes to show you, you're wearing spikes. You're an athlete. You see the ball hit. You want to make the play. As soon as you're planted, you know, you're one part of your body's going one way, and the other part of your bottom half is going the other. And sometimes the body's not meant to do that. And talk about bad timing and bad luck. But I will tell you this. The way we know Jason Adam and the rest of those cats down in that bullpen, something like this can really bring a bullpen together and say, boys, it's time to step up. And we're going to step up, obviously, for Jason Adam, but we're going to step up for the club and show the resolve, because they've got a lot. We know this. They've got a lot of good arms down in that pen.
You know, Jason Adams said somewhat tongue-in-cheek. He was like, well, it's a good thing we picked up Mason Miller. And when I talked to Mason before the game tonight, Mason said, look, you never want to see anything like this happen, but at least we have some pieces in place. And Jeremiah Estrada had echoed that same sentiment earlier in the clubhouse. We feel like we're in as good a place as we can be, despite such an unfortunate situation.
He was just so valuable, and we all know this from seeing him, because, and we've mentioned this many times, before the deadline, he was the 8th inning guy, right? He was pitching in the 5th, 6th.
Yep, multiple innings,
and just an integral part of that bullpen.
Willing to do whatever.
So we wish him well, his family well. He's just a sweet man. Everything about Jason Adam. The guy's a prince. He's awesome, and we're going to miss him.
You know, it tells you a lot about, too, the training these guys go through. These are big, strong men. That's not a mystery, but really tough, if you can do it at all, to strengthen a tendon or a ligament, right? You can have the bone size and the muscle size and all that torque. And it looked, like you had said, almost like nothing major seemed to happen. And then just like that, as Mud pointed out, it's just the wrong angle, the wrong amount of pressure, and boom.
I thought it was his knee at first. I thought it was like an ACL or MCL. Because just that, I've seen like on the basketball court, guys cutting or whatever, and you see a guy just all of a sudden just blow out, and they hit the deck and they grab. I had no idea that was that tendon, that quad tendon.
I've never heard of it.
No, I never have either.
One down here in the inning on the strikeout by McCoy and Fermin. Batting out of the 9 spot. To left field, struck pretty well. Beavers going back onto the track. Can't catch it, bangs into the wall. Ricochet is run down by Cowser as the second goes for Mean. I think he got glove on that, but I know he got some wall too.
Oh, this ball is struck really well. It's a 4-seam fastball. Freddie's all over it. Serious top hand. Top spin. Beavers. 2-hand off the glove. For sure, a double. You know, you're thinking 3. Take the 2.
First extra base hit for the Padres tonight. Or their second hit of the game. And it brings up Fernando. Second time through this order for Tyler Wells. Strike one. Outfield straight away. With 1 out here on Fernando. Struck out in the first inning. 4 total strikeouts for Wells. That was first time through this Padres order. Strike called inside edge. I didn't think so. Fly ball left field. Beavers will have another chance. This one coming in to make the catch for out number 2 is Fernando. He is retired. Fermin remains at second base. They'll bring up Luis Arraez. Guys, flat out to the right fielder, Jeremiah Jackson. He in the first inning, 0 for 1.
Boy, that last ball off the bat of Fernando really sounded good. He just missed that one, working under it just a little bit too much.
Top of the zone for strike 1.
I just want to explain something like I just said. Fernando just missed that one. You know, everybody thinks a pop fly. Oh, no. You know what the difference between that pop fly, he hit it so high and hard, and a home run on the bat? It's probably about that much.
That's it, huh?
The difference between a fly ball and a home run. So.
Driven to right field, struck pretty well. Jackson back at the wall. It's gone. 2-run home run for Luis Arraez, his 7th of the year. Padres back within a run. It's 3-2 Baltimore.
Did we just witness Luis Arraez going to the gap for a home run? Usually we see him down the line. He'll clean something out. How happy is number 4? We talked about Fernando just missing one. Well, Luis Arraez gets all of this one. Squares it up. Oh, it's got that sound. It's got the distance. Oh, the 2-run shot.
First home run for Arraez since July 28th. Home run number 7 of the year for Arraez. Machado to right center field. On the move is Cowser from center. He'll make the catch. It will end the inning, but the damage has been done. Padres get 2 back on the 2-run home run by Luis Arraez, his 7th of the year. 3-2 Baltimore at the end of 3 from San Diego. Orioles have the lead over the Padres. We'll join the Padres for Pickleball Day at Petco Park on Saturday, September 13th. Padres will host the Rockies. Your theme game package includes a themed Padres hat and a ticket to the game.
Theme game.
Learn more at Padres.com/pickleball.
Theme game.
Very important.
Oh, what a nice swing and a nice 2-run shot off the bat of Luis Arraez. That was some kind of nice.
Dylan Beavers leading it off here for the O's. A strikeout victim in the second. 6 strikeouts for Yu Darvish through the first 3 innings. The problem is Yu Darvish up to 70 pitches.
Yeah, that is a problem. Keeping them in the game. Okay, they trail by 1, but the pitch count getting up there. Needs a quick inning.
Beavers, Mayo, and Holiday 8-9-1 again here for the Orioles, as it was in the second inning.
That's a beautiful two-seamer right there from Yu Darvish.
Strike 2, top of the zone.
Wow. 8 pitches.
Line down the right field line, foul. Season high 84 pitches this season, and he's at 74 right now. First hitter of the 4th inning, and Ruben Niebla on the phone. They get action here momentarily. Fly ball left field, has Laureano over towards the line and under to make the catch. First out of the 4th inning. One away for Kobe Mayo out of the 9 spot. Orioles had a 3-0 lead until the Luis Arraez 2-run shot brings the Padres back within a run. First action is Wandy Peralta up in the pen for San Diego. He is just up. High drive to left field as Laureano will have room. Back onto the dirt of the track to make the catch, route number 2. Now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
My spicy chicken strips are back, now with hot honey, and starting at $5.50.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
2 down here in the 4th inning. Flips the order over and brings up Jackson Holiday, who's had no success in 2 previous plate appearances here tonight against Yu Darvish. Struck out swinging in the first, went looking in the second inning. Trickles this one down the third baseline. Machado to the backhand, can do nothing with it. And reaching at first base is Holiday. The infield hit with 2 down in the inning.
Well, definitely not the intent for Holiday. That's just one of those. It was a sinker. You swing at it. It's got the tremendous movement off the end of the bat, and no chance for Manny. Where he's positioned, that's off the end of the bat. Infield single.
Two down, Holiday at first, and Jeremiah Jackson. He's been a problem. Homered yesterday, homered today. Now has a 13-game hitting streak going. His solo shot back in the first inning, his 4th. That's with 2 down and Holiday at first.
It was a hanging sweeper that he hit out.
Strike on the outside edge on a cutter. Runner goes, pitch inside, throw will be late, and a stolen base for Jackson Holiday.
Well, when that tag was made, Jake pointed towards the dugout. They're going to check.
Well, they are going to challenge.
Jake thinks he got him on the foot before he touched the bag. Let's watch the glove of Corona where it gets him on the foot. And he is out. Oh, maybe he whiffed. Stay tuned. Hold all tickets. Photo finish. Oh, he got his pant leg. He's out. See his pant leg move right there?
A little bit.
Yep. Padre guys are coming off the field. They're that confident.
Here's Doug Eddings. He is out. Overturned. Caught stealing. 2-4. That will conclude the top of the fourth. Orioles have a 3-2 lead. Padres baseball is presented by Arco, quality gas for less, now with rewards. By UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. And by the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. Last of the fourth inning. 3-2 Orioles on top by a run. Padres coming to bat. It'll be Gavin Sheets, Ramon Laureano, and Jackson Merrill. Tyler Wells back on the mound here for the O's, and first pitch strike in there on a curveball. He was able to strike out Gavin Sheets in the second inning with a 4 Ks for Wells in this game. Foul back below us. Just up over 50 pitches, now 51 for the Orioles starter Wells. Career against his hometown team. 314, couple doubles, triple, 3 home runs. And Sheets had a 7-game hitting streak come to an end last night. He did walk. So he did get on base and has now been on base 8 straight games. .52 total pitches, 40 of which have been strikes, high percentage. Just 12 balls so far from Wells.
So you're going to get something to hit. It's just the movement in the zone that makes him effective. Well, that one's cued. There's that changeup again. Don, you mentioned earlier about the second inning. He broke it out. He's got a good one. He's got a really good one. 19% win place show. The 4-seamer, the cutter, and the changeup. Honorable mention on the curveball and slider.
Show me pitches, it appears.
Those are called the Missouri pitches.
Show me state.
Yeah, there you go. That's my pitch I call from Missouri.
Popped up, coming from everywhere, but it's the shortstop Henderson behind the mound. It'll make the catch. First out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Takes us to Ramon Laureano, who has one of 3 Padres hits in this game. He singled to left field in the 2nd inning. And last time up in the 2nd with that single, got his 34th hit since joining the Padres on August the 1st. Most on the Padres during that span, and 11th most in the National League. He's been highly productive since becoming a San Diego Padre and leaving this Baltimore Orioles team.
And moving all over the lineup, which is great. Remember, he was the bottom 3rd, moving him up. Mike Schilt just used the whole field, got some pop. He is definitely the secret weapon.
Strike 2. Slider that time from Wells.
Good seats in the building right there. It's a good view. Western Metal Supply Company. If you have not come to San Diego and seen Petco Park, you're missing out. One of the best venues in all of baseball, and I tell you what, not to be disappointed if you catch a big league ball game right there.
Oh, 2 into center field. A base hit for Laureano, his 2nd knock of the night.
Boy, Ramon squaring it up. That's a breaking ball there. That's a high cutter off the bat at 107. Oh, it's got that sound. Hey, next time your dad's got a couple of pieces of lumber, 2x4s hanging around in the garage. Oh, look at that.
Laureano takes off, throw down there. He'll be safe. Stolen base.
He got a big lead, and Wells didn't step off. Secondary lead, a little dance, got to go.
In his career, only 11 stolen bases allowed against Wells. Got 4 pickoffs, and that's in 296 innings pitched. Not an easy guy to steal on, but they just did. Laureano fouled off to the left.
I was about to say, if you're in your dad's garage and you see a couple of 2x4s, that ball off of Laureano's bat, take those 2x4s and slap them together. That's what that sounded like. Pitchers hate it. Hitters love it.
Nothing into the count here to Merrill. Tying run in scoring position as Jackson takes a ball outside. Jackson Merrill growing up near Baltimore, and of course grew up a Red Sox fan, not an Orioles fan. Stayed in the American League East though.
Yeah.
Hooks it on the ground right side. Holiday will go to first for the out, and taking third is Laureano. Tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs in the inning.
Out in front of that changeup. As I mentioned earlier, one of the better pitches in baseball when you got the righty and the lefty to try to hook that ball. That's a tough pitch to stay back on.
2 down, Laureano at third. Then here's Jake Cronenworth. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Strike 1, fastball.
I got to keep an eye. Ramon Laureano down there at third base. Front door is open. You never know. Third baseman down there. Rivera might sneak in. Got the front door open. Be careful of a throw down after a pitch.
Rounds hit foul outside of first, and Cronenworth down to the count 1-2.
Especially if you see that runner taking too big of a secondary lead. And of course the base runner always gauging where the third base, and as I'm saying that, Rivera's backing off big time at third base.
Cronenworth takes his hitter's timeout. Last 8 games, Cronenworth hitting at .409. Popped up foul off to the left out of play. We'll do it again. 1-2. Laureano at third. 2 outs here in the Padres' fourth. Trailing by a run. Ball 2.
Did he just set him up for the changeup? High gas out of the zone. 94. Here's the sequence. One changeup in the at bat.
A lot of fouls tonight for the Padres. 21 off Padres bats. Making them work. And a fly ball to left field over towards the line as Beavers. They'll make the catch. It will end the inning. Padres will leave Laureano at third. 3-2 Baltimore.
Orioles leading the Padres 3-2. We're in the top of the 5th inning, and it's time now for our Ask Don and Mud segment. It's brought to you by our friends over at Cal Coast Credit Union. Tonight's question is from Robert Schuck. Fellas, he wants to know what your thoughts are on the proposed realignment of the Major League Baseball divisions.
I like it a lot. You know, I've been kind of talking about this for a while now, and they're talking about expansion to maybe 32 teams and then realigning everybody. And I just think as a West Coast team, the amount of travel that you do, and they still got to play everybody, which is, you know, interesting nonetheless. But I think that if your division is more geographically aligned, then it would, you know, not be as much travel. And I think as a West Coast team who goes east every time we leave, I think it would be better. I think it would be better for the Padres overall. I would have to see what those divisions would look like. I would very much like to see the Rockies out of our division. I would like that. Yeah, I like Coors Field out of our division.
You and me both, Donnie. Yep. And I like the idea, but I would go back to, remember we used to rotate AL East, AL Central, AL West.
In interleague.
In interleague?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
So you don't want to play everybody?
I don't want to play, well, yeah, every year, absolutely. And I do like, you know what, geographically, the teams on the West Coast, Seattle has got to be in the division. Obviously, San Diego, LA, San Francisco. I think the Rockies and the Diamondbacks should be in their own division in another, you know, whatever. But I like it just up and down the coast.
I've been talking about this in the 10 years that I've been here. It was unbelievable to me that we would, because we busted Dodger Stadium. You go by Angel Stadium every time on your way to Dodger Stadium, but yet you only play them or go there every couple of years in under mud scenario back when you go and rotate the different divisions.
Right.
Yeah, you take a look at Bowden's realignment proposal. This came out, by the way, in 2023. He's made a couple of tweaks to it, but it does seem to fall in line with what you're suggesting.
Yeah.
And the whole idea being the Padres, Angels, Diamondbacks, Dodgers in the West. He was going to do away with the whole idea of the American League and the National League. Don't get me started on that. I'm kind of a traditionalist. But the Pacific Coast, Rockies, Athletics, Mariners, Giants, their attendance could wane there. But the idea, the concept is interesting, especially as we head toward the next collective bargaining agreement after next season. You know it's going to be a hot topic.
There could be a lot of things on the table there. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of different things, and interesting to see how it ends up.
So me, Cha-Cha Vegas here, I'm switching Diamondbacks and Mariners. Diamondbacks to the Pacific Coast, Mariners to the West. What a great division that would be. Huh?
Pretty good.
Come on. Or a great conference.
You want the stakes? You want the stakes out?
Yeah. Yeah. Copper Square gone. Emerald City, bring it on. Great coffee, great weather, great ballpark.
13 games in the Vetter Cup.
Oh yeah, increased. Yeah. I want that guitar.
Come on, I want it back. Should have been ours to begin with.
Leadoff walk here, and here comes Mike Schultz. Most pitches he has thrown this season, up to 87 total. Pitching change from Petco Park in San Diego. It's 3-2 O's. (3-2) Orioles have the lead over the Padres. We're in the midst of the top of the fifth. A reminder, if you have a question for us, scan the QR code or visit calcocu.org/baseball, and maybe you'll hear your question answered live on the air.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Appreciate that very much for your question. Good stuff. Enjoy the rest of the ball game, my friend.
Wandy Peralta takes over with Jackson at first and Gunnar Henderson, the hitter.
Well, last time Wandy was out there was in the land of 10,000 lakes on Sunday. 27 pitches, 63rd game, and 22 appearances prior to Minnesota. Surrendered only 4 earned runs in 21 1/3. But throwing the ball well.
Ground ball by the mound, headed towards Machado. The second for one, on to first, not in time. So Mason McCoy, the shortstop in that alignment, covering the bag at second. So it goes 5-6 on the force out at second base.
Let's take a look at this one. As Donnie mentioned, it's one you don't see that often, and how close. Yeah, he beats it out clearly. Nice turn at the Keystone. Check out the feed right there for Mason. At least they get the lead runner.
One down, one on. Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 2.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Wandy recently is that fastball inside as we take a look.
Wants him to move the rosin bags off the back of the mound.
That fastball in for Wandy to righties. Very effective pitch. It's got some fuzz to it, too, at 97.
First out of the pen tonight after 4+ from Darvish. Again, Darvish season high 87 pitches thrown.
Hey, we saw some good things. The strikeout was there. He struck out 4, but just too many pitches early. The one bad breaking ball, the sweeper on the home run. Off the bat of Jackson in the first.
One out, one on here for the Orioles in the 5th. Mountcastle has struck out looking, single to right, scored a run. They had a 3-0 lead. It's now 3-2. Grounded up the middle and by the dive of Cronenworth at second. Stopping around second is Henderson. And that is hit number 2 of the night for Ryan Mountcastle. Few tonight just out of the reach of Jake.
Yeah, he has been putting out a great effort at the Keystone tonight. Twice he's laid out and does the scorpion right over the bag.
First and second, one away. Colton Cowser has been on twice, hit by a pitch, single to center, and straightens him up with that 97 by the kneecaps. Season in the spot with runners in scoring position. 230 for Colton Cowser. He's knocked in 21 of them. With Henderson at second, Mountcastle at first, grounded to second, off the glove of Cronenworth. And everybody's going to be safe with one away. Possible DP ball right there.
I think it might have been on the transfer as we're going to take another look at this one. And he goes to his right. It's a snow cone, and then on the transfer, he anticipates by going to the pocket, but the ball is up in the webbing. Nothing there in the pocket. Ball comes loose. Everyone is safe.
Bases loaded now, one out. Samuel Basayo. On the ground, foul outside of first. They charge Cronenworth with an error at second base. So technically Cowser reaches on a fielder's choice. The runners advance on the error by Cronenworth. Loads the bases with one out. Basayo down to the count 0-1, has walked and struck out. All that was against Yu Darvish. More action in the Padres pen. David Morgan is now up. As Darvish not able to record it out in this 5th inning, so 4+.
Boy, does Wandy need a grounder right here. A guy who likes to elevate, Basayo, and a guy on the mound who wants to work down in the zone to let his infielders work for him.
Bases filled with Orioles with one out here in the 5th, and another grounder foul. Battle continues. Two and two.
All right, big pitch coming up right here. You don't want to go 3-2. Need some action right here. A swing and a miss or a grounder.
Pretty consistent with the sinker. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Basayo strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. Big strikeout for Wandy Peralta.
And he goes to the changeup. Lefty on lefty. Basayo way out in front of it. Wandy sold the fastball, but he pulled the string. Big out.
Meeting at the mound here. Fermin going out to talk to Peralta. Last time Rivera was at the plate, his base hit would drive in 2. Scoring Ryan Mountcastle and Colton Cowser. There's base hit to left field. As he rounded first, they were able to get him in the rundown, but the runs did score first before he was tagged out. That's going to do it for Peralta after getting that strikeout of Basayo. We've got a pitching change with 2 down here in the 5th inning. Mike Schilt to make the change. It's 3-2 Baltimore. (3-2) Orioles have the lead right now. They're threatening for more, though. The base is loaded, 2 down in the inning, and the Padres will move on to their 3rd pitcher of this game already. Is David Morgan now in?
There's a lot of baseball left, and these are high leverage innings right here. 2 outs, full of Orioles, and enter the captain. David Morgan enters his 36th game. Really good fuzz on the fastball. Last time out there was in Minnesota on Sunday through 29 pitches. Just make a good pitch right here with 2 outs.
Bases loaded for the O's. They've already left 4 men on base through the first 4 innings, and swinging at that first pitch is Rivera. First time Rivera's ever faced Morgan. And he bats with Henderson at 3rd, Mountcastle at 2nd, Cowser at 1st. 2 down here in the Orioles' 5th inning. Line to center and a base hit. From 3rd base comes Henderson. Mountcastle behind him. It is cut off. 2 more runs for the Orioles, who take a 5-2 lead. Rivera has driven in 4 runs tonight for Baltimore.
Boy, the number 7 spot for Rivera, a strikeout in the 1st, and then he's answering back, as Don just mentioned, a couple of knocks, 4 RBIs. He rifles this one right back up the box. That was a sinker. Went down and got it. That's a clutch 2-out hit right there.
To left field, Laureano over and under to make the catch and end the inning. 2 more runs for the Orioles. They take a 5-2 lead. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
Well, Tyler Welch for the Baltimore Orioles getting his first start in a couple of years, and I tell you what, he's pitching very, very well. In the scouting report, remember I mentioned fastball? Well, I'll tell you what, he really likes that changeup, and that's been a big pitch, working underneath it for the fly ball, out in front of Jackson Merrill, the ground ball. This kid's got really good stuff. And tonight, take a look at the arsenal. Four-seamer cutter, changeup. He broke out the changeup a little later, second or third inning. He's got a 3-run lead.
Works here into the 5th. Mason McCoy, number 8 hitter in the Padres order. Struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. One of the 4 Ks put together by Tyler Wells tonight. In the air to deep left field. Back goes Beavers to the track at the wall. He'll make the catch. Now number 1 of the 5th, Marine Lair. It's kind of died out there.
Out in front, underneath, just a little bit too much. And Beavers is there to haul it in. A sigh of relief from Wells.
One down here in the 5th.
Is that force field out there?
Yes, it starts right at the beginning of the warning track.
You think?
And it goes from foul pole to foul pole.
And it comes out at about 8:24 in the evening.
Yep, pretty much. Telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I know you don't buy it. That's what is foul back to the screen.
I'd like to get a scientist out here, a meteorologist, somebody who knows
more than I do. Is that your point? Is that your point?
Barometric pressure, you know, and how that.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Went after the slider. It's been impressive.
Yes, he has, huh?
Our first look, obviously, at him, and coming off the Tommy John surgery, first appearance since last season.
Yeah, thanks. I want to correct myself. I said a couple of years, but it was last season when he had that Tommy John surgery early. So, but no, what a comeback, though. 508 days in between starts. How about that? Kids worked hard to get back, like every guy. Like Joe Musgrove, for instance, right? He's working his tail off to get back. Always like to check in with Joe to see his progress. He cannot wait to get back out on that hill.
Two pitch. Tried the slider, not biting. 75 pitches deep now is Wells with 1 out here in the 5th. Top of the Padres order, Fernando waiting on deck. Down the line at 3rd. That's a fair ball. Off the box seats. It kicks to the left fielder Beavers. Heading for second base for Mean. No throw. He's got himself a 1-out double. Two doubles tonight for Fermin.
Well, it's a breaking ball and it's up, and he gets on top of it and keeps it fair. Now the race is on. You betcha. Trying to claw back. Down by 3. And it's so important, as we mentioned, bottom of the order, getting on for the top.
The top in Fernando. 0 for 2 so far against Wells. Struck out swinging in the 1st, flat out to left in the 3rd inning. Rip foul by Tim Leeper, the 3rd base coach. Fly ball, right field, sending Jackson back onto the track to make the catch in front of the wall. From second, moving over to third is Fermin. Out number 2 of the 5th. That'll bring up Arise, who has supplied the offense for the Padres so far tonight. Time now for our Snapdragon drive of the game. His 2-run home run. His 7th home run of the season for Luis Arise.
Oh, he cleaned that one out. He barreled it up to the alley in right center field.
Drew French, the pitching coach, headed out there. Sean Dubin first up in the pen for the O's. Padres fans just scored a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box with tonight's Padres home run. Thanks, Luis.
Yeah, thanks to that cat right there. Slap some cheese on it while you're at it. Remember, it was a fastball that he turned on. Let's see what he starts him off with right here.
High percentage of strikes tonight thrown by Wells in his return. 78 pitches, 60 for strikes.
That's really good.
There is another one. On the four-seam fastball.
And that was the book on him before he got hurt. He was a strike thrower, and he's continuing tonight. First time out.
Foul to the screen, and it's 0-2. Another home run for Arise, 35th of his career. 34 of those have been pulled to right field. Just one opposite field home run in his career. That came back in 2023. We've talked about it before. Generally, when he hits home run, it's a mistake.
Yeah, I can see that. You bet.
He's looking at hit line drives, gaps, base hits.
That's his money, right?
Yep.
That's what he does best. Occasionally he'll run into one. Just a little flare here would work nicely. Get Manny to the plate.
Reaches out, lifts it down the left field line. Beavers on the run. A foul ball. Looked like that was going to dunk in, but just kept slicing.
How close? Foul. And by the way, Beavers on the Run could be the name of my new band.
Dean at third with 2 down here in the 5th. Pops it up foul off to the left, out of play.
You know what a group of beavers is called?
No.
A colony. So when the Beavers family gets together for Thanksgiving, it's a colony of beavers at the Beaver household.
Beavers have Thanksgiving?
Sure, why not? Build a dam, everybody gets around, enjoy yourself in the river.
Down goes Arise, does some push-ups. Why not?
Luis, you are the man. I tell you what, man, you are fun to watch.
Drop and give me 2.
That's awesome. That's how you hit home runs. You do push-ups.
To center. Out goes the shortstop Henderson. Cowser coming in to be Cowsers. And he takes care of business. The Padres lead Fermin at third. It's 5-2 Baltimore after 5. Well, the Padres host the Colorado Rockies on Friday, September 12th. Join us for Beer Fest, presented by Southwest Airlines. Arrive early to enjoy live music and $5 craft beers before first pitch in Gallagher Square. Learn more at Padres.com/party. It's on.
Yeah, you can't beat the fun at Gallagher Square for Beer Fest.
5-2. Orioles on top of the Padres. 6th inning. And Wells getting out of that jam, leaving Fermin at third, and on a handshakes and hugs. It looks like his night is over. Quite a return.
Yeah, it most certainly is. It's got to be an emotional night for Tyler Wells. I mean, what every pitcher, I mean, every athlete, you have a major injury and you bounce back and you fight back and you rehab and you get back to the top level. It's got to be an emotional night for the kid.
And only one 3-ball count tonight. Those two for Fermin last inning.
Kid's got good stuff, man. Secondary pitches, very nice.
Strike 2.
Really nice curveball from David Morgan right there.
Field deep end straight away here on Mayo, leading it off in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, chases the curveball and strikes out. First out of the 6th. It's 8 strikeouts now for Padres pitching.
Get up on top and spin it. That's expanding the zone with the best of them there. Out of the hand, that looks like outer third.
There's Jackson Holiday, top spot in the order. A 1-for-3 game. Had the infield hit in the 4th inning. Oh, was caught trying to steal. Holiday, first overall pick back in 2022. Ball 2, 2-0. Yuki Matsui up in the pen. Strike 1. Off balance cut at a curveball. Darvish goes 4+ tonight. 4 runs, 3 of them are earned. And is on the hook at the moment. This one is back up the middle. And off balance throw is going to be late from McCoy.
Well, it's every pitcher's reaction trying to make that play. David Morgan gets a piece of this one. And then McCoy's got to change direction. Here's the ball off the bat. The one hopper off the guante. Now Mason's got to change. Circle. But Holiday has got good speed and beats it out.
Second infield hit for Holiday, and he's now 2 for 4. Jeremiah Jackson homered back in the 1st inning. Extended his hitting streak to 13 games and grounds this one softly. Off the mound is Morgan. He flips it to first, and Arise went off the bag to get it, then tagged it ahead of the arrival of Jackson for out number 2. Taking second base is Holiday.
What a great athletic move by David Morgan. We all know that pitchers are the best athletes. Here's why. Look at that. Flip throw. Nice job by Luis getting back to the bag right there. Big out. Remember, David Morgan used to be a position player before being a pro. Now on the mound.
They intentionally walk Gunnar Henderson. With first base open. And they'll go after Ryan Mountcastle. He's got 2 hits tonight. Struck out in the 1st, single to right, scored in the 3rd, single to center in the 5th, and scored again.
Going with the righty-righty matchup, the hard thrower, good curveball from Morgan. It's the captain versus the castle on the hill.
Big swing of the slider. As Mountcastle shaking his head.
You know what one of his favorite nicknames is?
What is that?
King of the Castle.
Strike two. 98. Pretty firm from David Morgan. Holiday at second. Henderson at first. 2 outs in the Orioles' 6th inning. Not close. And Fermin to the backhand. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Mountcastle. Runners at first and second for Baltimore. Struck him out. They'll lead 2-on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 Baltimore. We'll do a little landscaping at the landing spot.
As a reliever, you know, that mound gets chewed up, and we've seen guys ask the ground crew to come out and you know, kind of tamp it down a little bit. You can see how chewed up it is on the pitcher's plate and in the landing spot.
Fouled off to left, out of play. So the Padres have used 3 arms: Darvish, Peralta, and Morgan. And this is arm number 2 for the Orioles.
You know, nowadays, though, they've got that combination of the clay and the sand and the dirt to where it pretty much stays intact pretty well.
Looks pretty good compared to years past.
Yeah.
Used to be some huge craters out there. 2-2. 0 away, full count, missed with a changeup. Laureano waiting on deck. As the Padres bat here in the 6th, trailing by 3. On the ground, right side. Holiday will go to second for 1 to first. And time. Sheets gets down the line very well for a big man. As Manny Machado retired at second on the force out, first out of the inning.
You know, a lot of guys, when they hit a ball like that, knowing it might be two, they take out their aggression. They're so ticked off that they just, you know, they sprint as hard as they can. First of all, because you want to beat it out, but, you know, you're ticked off. Remember talking to Sean Dunston about that. Every time he went down my ground ball, so why do you hustle? So he goes, I'm so ticked off of myself because they hit a grounder. He took it out and running on to first. That's a good attitude to have.
Ramon Laureano will ground one down the third baseline, foul. He has 2 of these 6 Padres hits tonight. And his hard hit percentage this season is the highest of his career, 49.5%.
Yeah, he's barreling them up.
Sheets at first, 1 out here in the 6th inning. And 0-1 to Laureano. Popped up back at first, and Mayo will make the catch in foul ground for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jackson Merrill. His return to the starting lineup tonight. Pitch ran in yesterday's game. He's returned off the IL. 0 for 2 tonight in his return. Striking out swinging in the 2nd. Grounding out to second base in the 4th inning. More action in the pen. Matsui's now been joined by Maury Hall. Two and 0. Sheets at first with 2 down here in the Padres 6th inning. Slowly grounded towards Holiday at second. He goes underhanded in time to get Merrill to end the inning. We're going to the 7th in San Diego. It's 5-2 Baltimore. 5-2, the O's on top of the Padres here as we move to the 7th inning. Join the Padres On Deck membership waitlist by Friday, September 19th to ensure priority access to postseason ticket pre-sales while securing a spot in line to become a future season ticket member once seats become available. Learn more at Padres.com/waitlist. 7th inning, 5-2, Orioles on top.
This crowd waiting to erupt wearing the Manny Machado basketball jerseys to give away tonight. Future big leaguers right there saying, I'm going to be out there someday.
Yuki Matsui takes over here for the Padres in the 7th.
It is so important for Yuki Matsui to just shut down these Orioles right here and now in the 7th. No free passes. Throwing strikes. And for Yuki, game number 55. More strikeouts. 55 and 54 2/3. A little high in the walks. He's given up 9 home runs.
Orioles have had their chances. Plenty of traffic tonight. They have left on 8 men through the first 6. This one popped up back at first. Cronenworth will take charge and makes the catch for out number 1 of the 7th. Now a quick word from Kia.
The Kia K4 and K5.
One down in the 7th inning. Samuel Basallo has walked and struck out twice. Both the strikeouts swinging for Basallo.
See him pull off that breaking ball. That tells a pitcher a lot. Throw him another one. Maybe outside a little bit more. See if he chases.
Hitter's timeout taken by Basallo with 1 strike. Ooh. Cade Stroud up in the pen right now. Popped up, foul off to the left out play. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Basallo. Matsui, pitcher number 4 of the night, used by San Diego. Darvish on the hook at the moment. 4 runs, 3 earned. Peralta gave up a run. It was unearned. Morgan did not allow a run in an inning and a 3rd. And now it's Matsui. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out on the splitter. First strikeout for Matsui. Now that'll bring up Rivera. And it's time for the top tier plays presented by Arco. Coming up with 2 big hits, driving in 2 in the 3rd inning. With his base hit to left field and then a single in the 5th inning to drive in 2 more. It's been a 4 RBI night for Emmanuel Rivera. And he came into this game tonight with 5 RBIs in 31 games this season. And he's got a 4 RBI night tonight alone. Batting with 2 down, bases empty here in the 7th. Padres pitchers, K9 batters tonight, so you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Did he go? They're not going to check.
Very surprised they didn't ask on that.
No, thought he might have.
Yeah.
In the dirt.
Nice block right there by Freddie. Two strikes. You got to do that. Breaking ball in the dirt. If he swings, he might get away. Off and running, but way to smother and recover that one right there.
Rivera can hit the fastball. 283 against fastballs. 174 against everything else. Sid Matsui puts a wrinkle one in here. 2-2. And this one is in the air to right. Down the line. Fernando towards the line. Will make the catch. It ends the inning. Matsui with a 1-2-3-7. 7th inning stretch. 5-2 Orioles. Well, tomorrow the finale of this 3-game series between the Padres and the Orioles. Will play day baseball from San Diego. Kate Povich will be on the mound tomorrow for the O's. 16 starts, 2-7, a 5.04 ERA. Nestor Cortez gets a start for the Padres. 7 starts, 2-3 with a 5.06 earned run average. He gets started 12:45 with the pregame show, and it is the Padres and the Orioles in the finale.
Povich, he is the pitcher tomorrow.
And Jay Cronenworth coming up, new pitcher into the game, Cade Stroud.
And for Cade Stroud, 27 years young, is a mountaineer out of West Virginia. A lot of cutters, sinkers, trying to dice and slice the corners. He'll show you a curve and a sweeper once in a while. 15th game, a nice ERA at 1.59. A lot of walks though. 8 walks in 17 frames. Hey, a walk here, a bloop there, some slug, trailing by 3.
Inside, almost hit him. The pinch hitter has come out on deck for Mason McCoy. Well, Wagner has come out. The pinch hit yesterday. And looks like he's going to be pinch hitting here tonight. Two-0 pitch. Ball 3. Stroud takes over for Dubin, who went an inning giving up a hit. No runs, no walks. Didn't strike anybody out. And that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the 7th inning.
That's what I'm talking about. Stroud mentioned in his numbers. There's a walk in there. We just saw one right there.
First walk allowed by Orioles pitching in the game tonight. Penn's been better lately. ERA down to 2.13 in the last 6 games for the Orioles. The strike taken here by Wagner. In this spot, Mason McCoy had been 0 for 2 tonight. Wagner pinch hits. So McCoy's evening is over. Leadoff walk by Cronenworth to begin the inning. Wagner waiting on a 1-1. Strike 2. Curveball.
That's a nice hammer right there.
Tyler Wells started this game for the Orioles. 5 innings, 2 runs. Pitcher of record right now with the O's on top 5-2. Padres trying to make some noise here in the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, right side, kind of fought it off. Holiday will go to second to get the lead runner, and that's it. And Cronenworth for the first out of the inning. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. Ryan O'Hearn, the former Oriole, coming off the bench to pinch hit for Fermin, who had been 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Strike 1, cutter. Alec Jacob up in the Padres pen. And first time in a Padres uniform that Freddie Fermin has had 2 doubles in a game. Double to left in the 3rd, double to left in the 5th.
He's done a fine job in the number 9 spot. Doing a fine job behind the plate. Good acquisition. Thank you, A.J. Preller.
Curveball missing for ball 2. So Diaz will be taking over in behind the dish. That's the day for him.
They love the Ferminator.
O'Hearn 5 for 10 with a home run as a pinch hitter.
That was the swing right there. Middle in. Cutter.
Takes his hitter's timeout here with that second strike. Hit a .283, 13 homers, 43 runs batted in 94 games for the Orioles this year. Now facing them as a Padre. In the dirt and taken off for second base is Wagner. Throw almost got away. And a diving play by Holiday there. Into scoring position goes Wagner.
We talk about it all the time. A good secondary lead. Watch. Ball in the dirt. Got to go. Actually, it looked like he was kind of flat-footed over there at first base, but still the errant throw. Shortstop side. He's in scoring position.
Ball 4, and he walks him. Second walk of the inning allowed by Stroud. Two on, one out, and it'll bring up Fernando.
Tell you talk about an opportunity right here. It is set up where the Padres have got to do something.
Drew French, the pitching coach, headed to the mound here talking Stroud. Yeah, all of a sudden you got the tying run at the plate here in Fernando.
We know, the Orioles know, that Fernando likes the first pitch.
Garcia up in the pen. We saw him yesterday. $42,536. The 60th sellout of the year here at Petco Park. 42,536. See what Fernando can do here with runners at first and second, one away. Ball 1. Two and 0. Two fastballs. 16 pitches, 11 balls, 5 strikes.
Not good.
Was after the cutter.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to pull that one. That has pull mode all over. That's when he drives to right center field.
A little bit low. 3-1. Luis Arraez homered earlier. Waits on deck. Strike 2. At the bottom of the zone with that cutter.
Looks like the top of the baseball just hits the strike zone for the called strike.
20th pitch here of this inning for Stroud. Ball 4, and they're loaded. Didn't go. Third walk of the inning allowed by Stroud. And Manzolino's going to go out there and make a change. So literally giving the Padres every opportunity to get right back into this game, handing them 3 walks.
Here it is for the taking.
We've got a pitching change from Petco Park in San Diego. Padres trail 5-2, but making some noise. 5-2. The Orioles on top of the Padres. Well, the Padres have them loaded with 1 out of the 7th inning. And Rico Garcia comes into the game now for the O's.
Pitched last night, got the hold, his 4th of the season. 21 tosses plateward overall for Rico Garcia. 18th game. 5 walks, 26 strikeouts, and a whip at 1.09. Big opportunity right here for San Diego.
Bases filled with Padres. 1 out. Strike 1. Through the last 4, Padres have walked. That's after the Orioles had not walked anybody in the first 6 innings. 1 grand slam on his resume, 300 average with the bases loaded. Evens at 1-1. Ball 2. It's Wagner at third, O'Hearn at second, Tatis at first with 1 out in the Padres 7th. Rise 1 for 1 against Garcia. Fouls it back, 2-2.
Well, Luis wants that one back. Very hittable pitch, something to drive the opposite way. With that said, the outfield, of course, like a lot of times, down and away, trying to spank it that way. Beavers really shading the line in left field and shallow.
Rise just took his hitter's timeout, now climbs back in the box. Full count. Bases loaded, 1 out, a 3-2 pitch to Arise. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Very rare strikeout for Arise. Out number 2 of the inning.
And this ball down out of the zone at 97. Let's go back to pitch 1. Pressure packed situation. 4-seamer up. There's a little wrinkle. Wants no part of that one. There's a good. That's the one he wanted to take the left. And then the swing and miss at 97.
Manny Machado with a swing and a miss at a slider. On the ground to shortstop. Henderson will go to second, and out of the jam of the O's. Padres had him loaded, cannot score. It's 5-2 Baltimore.
Welcome back to Petco Park, where the Orioles lead the Padres 5-2 in the top of the 8th. I'm Mary Louise Cook, and I'll be joined by Mike Pomerantz on the Padres post-game show. We're going to take a look at the action from tonight, hear from the manager, Mike Schilt, and take a look at the picture in the NL West at the conclusion of tonight's game, as well as get you set up for the series finale. It's all coming up after the last out. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, Mary Louise, thanks very much. Alec Jacob taking over here for the Padres in the 8th.
All right, the soft tossing right-hander enters his 27th game. It's a big inning. Got to hold those Orioles at 5. Fastball 85, changeup 75, 76.
Lisa Rise moves from first to second. O'Hearn is now at first base. Defensively for the Padres. And Jay Cronenworth has moved from second to shortstop. And with Fermin being hit for, a new catcher and Elias Diaz. There's a 1-1. Just missed. Ball 2. So the Orioles were retired 1-2-3 in the 7th inning by Matsui. It is the first time all night that the Padres have been able to retire them in order. So for Cronenworth, first time at shortstop since 2022. 20 career games in the majors at shortstop, 9 starts.
He could play anywhere.
That's ball 4 and a leadoff walk here for Beavers.
That's not good.
Toby Mayo coming up next year from the 9 spot. Doubled in the 2nd, flied out to the warning track in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Ball 2. So walks the leadoff hitter, now falls behind the number 9 man. 2-0. Oh,
now got to make an adjustment.
Ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. Walking the first 2 in the 8th. 9 pitches, 8 balls.
Yeah, this is obviously a reason for concern as Mike Schilt to the horn as Ruben takes his time. Get somebody hot. Cannot let this get out of hand right here. As I mentioned before, Alec Jacob, he throws below the hitting speed, so tough to stay back. He's got to throw his secondary pitches, 4 strikes, get him out in front, and hopefully get a grounder. First of all, got to get some throwing some strikes.
Sean Reynolds just came back up when the roster expanded and is warming in the pen. Back-to-back walks here in the 8th. First and second, nobody out. Flips the order over for Jackson Holliday. There's 2 strikeouts, 2 singles, both in the infield. Holliday dribbles one in front of the plate. Out there to get it is Jacob. His throw is in time. Kind of worked like a bunt as the runners advance. Beavers going to third, Mayo to second.
And Holiday swinging at a first pitch changeup right there.
Brings up Jeremiah Jackson. Homered back in the first inning. Grounded to short, walked, and grounded to short again. Infield in. All but Manning. Strike one on the sinker.
And here's the reason why Manning's playing back. You got a soft tossing right-hander. Right-handed hitter. Jacob, something soft, pulled, hit hard enough to where Manning can still, if the runner likes to go home, still throw him out. Other infielders in. If Manning's in, something hit hard that way, it cuts down his range. He's got the good accurate arm, something hit down there to possibly get that runner at the plate.
On the ground, and Cronenworth was in. He will go to first base with the throw, and a run will score as the Orioles pick up their 6th run of the day. It's now 6-2. Jackson retired 6-3 for out number 2. As Jackson picks up another RBI, that's 2.
Little chopper, not hit hard, and Jake, you know, there's no force at the plate. That's a tag play, so you got to get the out, and that he does over to first.
6-2 Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson batting with a runner at third. Rolled down the first baseline as it'll be O'Hearn picking it up and applying the tag on the way by. Able to get Henderson and to end the inning. But another run for the Orioles as they now take a 6-2 lead. Right down the first base line. Jacob was not going to get it. O'Hearn does and applies the tag. Here's what's coming up. We got day baseball tomorrow, the finale of the series against the Orioles. Then it's off to Colorado for 3 before returning back home. 3 against the Reds, 4 against the Rockies coming up, and then it's to New York to play the Mets and the White Sox. And that'll take you into September, pretty deep into September on the calendar.
Love the calendar. Got to know where the hometown 9 that is playing, as we got a new pitcher for the Orioles.
Albert Suarez.
And he returned from his rehab assignment, reinstated from the 60-day IL yesterday. Missed the previous 135 games. He was on the IL, right subscapularis strain. Did you see the numbers here? Only his second game, only 2 2/3. This guy can get you a ground ball when he's on his game.
Popped up foul. That'll end up in the Orioles' house. And checking into the game, Daniel Johnson in left field. And moving from left to right is Beavers.
So brothers Suarez in the house tonight. Bullpens right next to one another. Robert, Albert, hermanos.
No 2 pitch coming up here to Gavin Sheets. And a fly ball to shallow left center. Johnson from left just into the game makes the catch for out number 1. And 0 for 4 night tonight for Sheets. I'll bring out Ramon Laureano. 2-hit night tonight. Joins Freddie Fermin, who's now out of the game. Also had 2 hits tonight of the 6 gathered by San Diego. Hits for Laureano, single to left in the second, single to center in the fourth, stole a base. And then fouled out to the first baseman in the 6th inning. Weaved to that curveball. Two and two. So Suarez becomes pitcher number 5 used by the Orioles tonight. Pitcher of record right now. Their starter in his return from Tommy John surgery, Tyler Wells. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 4. See Dubin, Stroud, Garcia, and Suarez, and very late timeout granted to Laureano. Takes his hitter's timeout. Ooh, look out.
Look out.
Wow.
That went right into the dugout. The Padres.
That get Ruben?
Don't know. Doesn't look like he did. I mean, he's a tough cat. He's looking at the iPad right there.
Swing and a foul tip held on to for strike 3, out number 2 of the 8th.
Well, he doesn't have the 100 or 101 like his brother, but Suarez gets him with the fastball at 95 right here. Upstairs, up and in, a little bit of run.
Two down in the 8th for Jackson Merrill. On the ground right side as Holiday slides to his left, and that's out number 3 of the 8th. We go to the 9th in San Diego. It's 6-2 Baltimore. 6-2 Orioles on top of the Padres. We head to the top of the ninth. We'll visit America's #1 ballpark and go behind the scenes with the Petco Park Tour presented by Bubs at the Ballpark. Pre-game tours unlock early admission to the ballpark, and our VIP tours get you on the field for batting practice. Learn more. Book your tour today at Padres.com/tours.
Yeah, it's great seeing the fans actually come right in front of our booth. We're going over our pre-pro stuff prior to the game, looking at graphics and replays and all that stuff, getting ready for the game. People say hi, and it's always nice to see the fans from San Diego and from out of town.
And Mountcastle leading it off.
You got to look at those replays before the game to show the fans at home, to keep you informed.
Jacob back out there. He pitched the 8th, gave up a run. Foul outside of third. It's 1-2. Move the rosin back again. That's crept up the hill a couple times.
A couple of them out there. One's powder, one is rock. The rock's a little bit more like stickier than the powder. I was a big rosin guy. Loved rosin.
Do you have trouble getting it off your hands?
No, I mean, well, after the game, you know, you usually take a shower. And,
usually? Yeah. Not always?
Sometimes you just scoot right out. Beat the traffic.
Swinging a foul tip held onto for strike 3. First out of the 9th inning.
Tough to stay back and gauge that 85. That one's on the outer half, and Mountcastle is a little bit late on that.
One down in the 9th inning. Colton Cowser. 1 for 3 tonight. Been hit by a pitch as well. The center fielder for the O's. Well, after the back-to-back walks to begin his outing, Jacob, he's now retired the next 4 in a row, and the Orioles scored an insurance run in the 8th inning without the benefit of a base hit. 2 walks, a couple of ground outs, and that run was in. Ball 2, missed with a changeup. Line to right center field. That'll get in for a hit. Over is Merrill quickly to grab it. A 1-out base hit for Cowser, his 2nd hit of the night for the Orioles center fielder. Joins Rivera, Mountcastle, and Holiday, all with multi-hit performances tonight, as Baltimore has up their total to 10 hits.
Yeah, and Cowser, one of those youngsters that hoping big things. Talk about Holiday. Cowser is one of those guys. You know, Mountcastle's been around for about 4 years, but that core of guys. He was a first-rounder back in 21.
Masayo is one of those core guys now.
Yeah.
Signed to an 8-year extension. Got his first major league home run over the weekend in San Francisco. And pops one up foul off to the left out of play.
Holiday, Rutschman, Henderson, Westberg, Cowser. Trying to rebuild, getting opportunities. And like you said, Donnie, this kid right here. Made his debut August 16th of this season. He likes to swing it, doesn't he?
He's not afraid.
No.
Very aggressive. Manzolino, the interim manager of this Orioles squad, After Brandon Hyde was fired early this season. This one's got a lot of spin on it to third. Machado on the backhand. His throw pulled O'Hearn. No, he got the foot on there. And they get the out. It's out number 2. See if they're going to challenge this. They are not.
Very quick with the transfer here for Manny. The backhand, flip it, almost a change-up grip there, but he gets it, and he gets it by a half step.
Cowser takes second base on the ground out. 2 down in the inning. Here's Rivera. 2 singles, 4 runs batted in. And a drive to center field, sending Merrill back to make the catch, backpedaling to the dirt of the track. We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Orioles have a 6-2 lead. (6-2) Orioles on top of the Padres. We move to the bottom of the 9th inning, and you got Jake Cronenworth coming up to lead it off as Albert Suarez back out there again. He had a 1-2-3-8 and back out to start the 9th inning here for the O's with a 4-run lead.
Padres still within slam range. Hey, let's give him a finish right here.
Cronenworth tonight has grounded into a fielder's choice flat out to left and walked. Padres being out hit in the game 10-6.
By the way, every time I mention slam range, you know what I think of? Our good friend Jeff Francoeur. And the reason why I say that is because I've texted that cat. I've called him twice. If he's watching, you know the drill. Show some respect. Call back, text back if you're watching. If somebody out there knows Jeff, tell him I said that. All right, back to the game.
1-1 pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Cronenworth. Wagner waiting on deck. And this one is fouled off to left out of play. Beg your pardon, Diaz waiting on deck. Be his first plate appearance. As Wagner had pinch hit in the 7th inning. And then Diaz took over in behind the dish for Fermin, who had been pinch hit for by O'Hearn. So we'll see Elias next. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cronenworth, leading it off here in the 9th.
You hit him?
It did. Again. Hit batsman to start the bottom of the 9th.
The elbow guard, the old elbow guard. Yep. Clipped him. Any way you can get base runners right here.
Lead runner on for the Padres, bottom of the ninth, Elias Diaz. Ball one. This year, 202, 8 homers, 27 runs batted in 94 games. There's a grounder down to third. Rivera to second for one, on to first for two. Double play here in the ninth. First turn tonight by the Orioles. So the Padres down to their last out. Here is O'Hearn. He walks, pinch hitting in the seventh. Loss would go to Darvish. She would fall to 3 and 5. Two-0 pitch. The strike makes it 2-1. Went to the changeup to get it. Fly ball to shallow right field as Beavers into the dive to make the catch that ends the ball game. So the Orioles win the series. They take the first two and tonight are victorious 6-2. They get very good starting pitching. They're able to get to Darvish for 4 runs, 3 earned, and a great catch coming from right field for Beavers. And quite the way to end the ball game for the Orioles. Final score again tonight. It is Baltimore 6, San Diego 2. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Mark Grant and Mike Pomerantz, I'm Don Orsillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.
Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Tonight, the San Diego Padres dropped their second straight to the Orioles as the offense never found its footing at Petco Park, unable to take advantage of their chances and break through. 6-2, the final score tonight from San Diego. We welcome you to the Padres post-game show. Mary Louise Cook alongside Mike Pomeranz. And an unfortunate night for the Padres. Had some opportunity. We'll get into that a little bit here, but really not the kind of night that you want to see from San Diego, especially in a night where the Dodgers lose and you're unable to gain any ground in the NL West.
Yeah, brutal all the way around. Look, you're 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position against a team that is admittedly just rebuilding with one of the worst bullpens in the game. You've now lost the first 2 of a 3-game set. Nobody feels good about that.
You mentioned one of the worst bullpens in the game. In the 7th inning, we really saw the bullpen have some struggles on the Orioles side, and the Padres really not able to take advantage there.
No, and they had their chances, that's for sure, because this young man had real trouble finding the strike zone, as a lot of their guys do, just trying to pitch their way into the big leagues. But you walk a couple, and then you walk Tatis right here, and you end up with 1 out, and the base is loaded. Keep in mind, it's a 5-2 ball game at this point, so Baltimore makes a change, and they bring in Serge Garcia, and he just mows down the Padres. I mean, Luis Arraez struck out tonight. We know he rarely punches, but he punched out last night. First time in years where he's punched out consecutive games that way, and then Manny Machado would bounce out to end that threat. So at that point, it's 5-2. The Orioles go on to tack on another run, and it was just tough sledding, it seemed like, from the outset.
Yeah, really tough. And a weird night for Luis Arraez, right?
Yeah.
Striking out tonight and then a home run, which we don't always see from the guy.
No. And he goes deep in the right center.
Yeah, right?
It's like bizarro world right now.
Very, very weird. Now, Tyler Wells was the guy going for the Orioles tonight, and he was returning from injury, had elbow surgery. What did you make of his night tonight?
Well, he delivered everything I think Tony Manzolino, the manager for the Orioles, wanted. He said to me before the game, hey, love to see him go 5, maybe throw 80 or so pitches. And he got a really strong 5 out of Wells today, and he did throw 85 pitches, and he was good. Just a couple of runs given up. He punched out 4. He didn't walk anybody. He threw 77% of his pitches for strikes, and a bunch of them stood out to me. But we said in the pregame show, keep an eye on his changeup. He mixed that in starting in about the 3rd inning, and it was really good. He was throwing it to lefties and to righties, and he kept the guys off balance. But look, when you leave after 5, there's still a lot of opportunity there in the ball game, right? So the Padres had their chances, a couple against Wells, not as many, but against that bullpen, and couldn't punch through.
Yeah, as I was watching this game, that's exactly what I was thinking, right? Tyler Wells did look pretty tough, and you know, certainly some chances, but not nearly as many as you had with that bullpen. So unfortunate for the Padres offense that they weren't able to break through, but the Padres pitchers did K 9 batters today, so you win. You can score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Coming up here on the Padres post-game show, we'll hear from the manager, Mike Schill, get his thoughts on what went wrong for the Padres tonight from Petco Park. Well, the Padres drop to the Orioles tonight. We'll take you to Pittsburgh and see what happened for LA tonight. Jared Triolo had a 2-run double there and would allow the Pittsburgh Pirates to jump ahead even further against LA. 9-7 would be the final score from Pittsburgh tonight. And with that, we take a look at the NL West standing. San Diego Padres 2.5 games back of the Dodgers, the same way that they entered today, with the Dodgers losing and the Padres not able to gain any ground. So hopefully tomorrow a new day and the Padres able to gain some ground. We'll get you set up for that on the other side, as well as hear from the manager, Mike Schultz. Stick with us on the Padres postgame show.